Hi, I didn't see you come in. I'm just sitting here with my friend Kimanga. He's from Nairobi, actually from out by Machakos. He's a good fellow. I sit and I talk with him quite often. He's a bit hard-headed, not all that communicative, but he'll sit and he'll listen for hours and hours as I talk on and on about the years in Nairobi, the good times in Kenya, various students. Lots and lots of good memories there. Summer's been quite excited lately because she's putting a reunion together. It seems like every day at lunch she comes bouncing in with her belly and tells me about someone new that she has found. Every single name brings back a face, memory, situations that we had in good times. I do think often about Kenya. Think about the profound impact it's had on me and on my family. There's one situation I want to share a bit with you. Back in 1988, we had a student graduate. His name was Dan Eldon. And Dan, as maybe you know, is Amy's brother. He was a photographer for Reuters. He was killed in Mogadishu. But the thing I want to focus on today is that Dan gave the class speech at graduation in 1988. And he solidified for me some things about the ISK experience, such that I had kept that speech. I'm not going to bore you with a long thing here, but I do want to share some of what he wrote. I have attended ISK for 6 years, and I believe that it can be a destructive experience. It is destructive to ignorance, racism, and parochialism. A student who comes to the International School of Kenya will encounter an impressive cross-section of the people of the world. He or she will acquire an international understanding that can be a valuable asset for the rest of their lives. In my time at school, I have been impressed with countless acts of harmony. I have seen sports teams that resemble United Nations meetings. I've heard a Norwegian student explain to a Japanese one the Maasai way of starting a fire. I have felt excitement as Israelis and Arabs work together to find a settlement for the price of chocolate at the student store. Of course, conflicts do arise, but rarely between cultures or nationality groups. People ask, doesn't it get boring going to the same school for so long? But because of the huge turnover of the students and teachers, it feels almost like you're in a different school every year. And after every year, your friends disperse to every continent. And if you've kept in touch, the world practically becomes your school. There are only 3 or 4 people here today who are in my 6th grade class. But there are only 30 or 40 countries where I don't know anyone. In a few weeks, the class of 1988 will scatter and we will never see some of our classmates again. There are many people who will write and visit each other for years to come. These friendships are more important than the class as a whole. Kenya is one of the best countries to grow up in. The physical beauty of the country, together with the quality of the people, make the place irresistibly appealing and so hard to leave. The school has given us a chance to venture north to Turkana with the vast desert and Samburu tribe. We can travel east to Lamu with mosques, dhows, and the Swahili people. We've gone west to visit the people of Lake Victoria in their homes and schools. We even go up to the top of Mount Kenya with rugged mountain guides and a case or two of frostbite. On these trips, it's always interesting to see which aspect of culture rubs off on whom. It's just as funny watching a boy who has lived his whole life in Ohio gulping down a sufuria of blood with the Maasai, as it is to see the warrior standing next to him brandishing a spear and an ISK baseball cap. Dan goes on to say other things, but I think the point is well made. ISK has been a defining point of developing who we are. I don't know if you remember your dreams from high school. I hope you reflect on them. I hope some of them are coming to life for you. I hope that as you look at this world, that you continue to carry forth that ISK spirit, that you work hard to make this world a better place than what you found it, that you do things every day, be it to individual people, be it to the environment, be it on a broad scale, but somehow that every day that you contribute to make your life something that contributes to the life of others. I know in my life, you have made it much richer through our friendships, our relationships, and our experiences together. One little short story, bottom line, if you will, one real short story that I laugh about. I always remember, I think it was a class in 1996. I remember warning you guys not to have a senior skip day. And I remember going to school that morning, and I remember only 2 or 3 people showing up. I learned the skip day was on. I made phone calls, and I put the word out. You guys need to be in school before the end of school day. If you're not at school here by the end of the day, there's going to be trouble. And I remember the entire class lining up at about 3:07 and signing in. You all got there with about 2 minutes left in the day. I remember also the senior banquet, the big picture you gave me that you all signed at the top of Ngong Hills. I still have it. It's very cherished. Lots of good memories. And oh, what time is it? Sorry, I've enjoyed talking with you. It's been great. I'd love to keep in touch more. Do contact. Sorry, gotta run. Just a minute. Bye. Buses, let's go. Last call on buses. Hit 'em up. Roll up. Let's go, buses.